main focus for this evening. We're on. You want to do a trial run?
I'm good. Now I know how it's flowing.
You sure?
Yeah.
You sure you know how it's flowing?
Sound like it.
Right. Wait. Do you need any other drinks? Are you good?
Mm-hmm.
She's fine.
I'm good.
No drinks? No Coronas? Because you said you hate Coronas.
She don't like Corona.
You don't like Corona?
She said it has an aftertaste.
All of it has an aftertaste for the most part. Let me just see if this is rocking.
I gotta get one thing. Just one thing.
Go ahead. You could do. If you have to move and do anything, go ahead. This is not scripted.
Okay.
This is unscripted.
All alcohol has a nasty aftertaste. You have anything to say, Tyrone?
Tyrone's gonna stay in the cut. You got to make sure that Pop is seen during this one, because she has to make sure her uncle. Nah, you good.
You look so much like your father.
I know, it's scary as fuck. It's scary. Like, I never thought I would ever look like this man a day in my life.
Oh, God.
I used to tell him that he wasn't my father. I used to tell him my godfather was my father, because I thought, I thought my godfather looked more, I looked more like my godfather. I swear to God, I did. What?
You look like Henry.
Obviously. Oh, I know both of y'all are going to do this, but can we cut down on the core talk? I don't like being called that.
Oh.
Yeah, I know you're going to do it anyway.
Oh, the core reads? Okay.
Oh my God, I hate that. I fucking hate that. Look, are you on a cut just chilling?
They're going to say Corey left 2 years ago. Like, wow.
Nah, actually 2015. It was his departure. 2015. I think it was 2015. What is shaking back there? They making all that noise? I'm mad that this is going to make so much. Listen, we're going to have to turn one of these motherfuckers off. Yeah, I got to keep that on, but it's going to pick up.
What's that?
Really? You gotta ask what that is. You should know what this is.
All right.
Now I'm gonna get a contact.
You'll be fine.
look at the daughter telling.
You'll be fine.
You're not driving right now. He's driving, right? And he's have a cup full of liquor. So, well, he had a shot of my whiskey, so I'm pretty sure he'll be fine.
That's what that is, whiskey.
Yeah, that's whiskey. I only drink whiskey now. I'm on my whiskey flow.
It would be interesting to see you a little high anyway.
She's been high with me before. Speaking of, yes,
no,
the first time, the first and only time I got high with Lisa, I believe, was in the parking lot of Tina, the Spot in Tina, and it was me, you, and Lanice.
Really? Why?
And we was in the car because Lanice was getting high. Pardon me.
And I got high.
You was in the car with us. We was
contact high.
Yeah, you was. But that's the same shit.
I don't think I did that with family.
Because your eyes are always low anyway.
Right,
you
exactly.
always look Chinese.
Okay.
You want me to start it?
Yeah.
This is how I kind of do it. I kind of just fucking talk until I figure out.
We all gonna be contact high.
Yeah, that's
no.
fine.
She's gonna get high with me.
No, I'm not. Because I can't smoke no more.
Yeah, she's looking for a job.
No, that's not the reason. I mean, I have a job already, but that's not the reason I can't smoke anymore.
Oh, what's the reason?
Because it makes me paranoid.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're not over that step yet. The paranoia step.
Right.
Yeah, because it's like depending on what kind of weed it is.
You all right, brother? Are you okay? Are you okay?
I'm fine.
All right, I hear a lot of movement up there.
Let's have to sit right here.
All right, make sure it's good. Now go ahead, back to paranoia.
How long is this show?
Jesus, already?
I'm just curious.
Hello, everybody. This is Attention Whores, episode 425, Family Ties. And I got grilled for why I named it Family Ties for my lovely cousin Lisa and my lovely cousin Charnette. I could have named it Ladies Night, but I think I'm going to do that for a whole nother set.
Oh,
you really got grilled because you named it Whores.
Okay, well, first, we're going to start like that? All right. And I had to tell Uncle Peter the same shit.
Okay, well, break it down again.
Yeah.
Attention Whores is very straight to the point. The term is meant for you being addicted to something, right? You're attention whore. So you're like hoarding. Like if you're hoarding and have everything in the house,
wow.
you're ODing on something. It's the same thing.
So I guess that's probably...
It's called attention whores for the last fucking time because everybody in this day and age, like me, doing this shit is online and they're seeking attention. They're whoring for attention. That was my nice way of making a podcast name because the original one is that. What does that say? Yes, that's my bad title that I want to do.
Hey.
That wants to be a whole nother podcast, literally.
I guess that.
Yeah, and the nice version of that is pee popping on a podcast. But you know what this is. So that's the original name. So when I did this podcast with my fellow Jonathan, that's no longer coming here, he's doing his family thing. I said the best thing to come up with would be attention whores. I didn't want to name it after me. I didn't want to name it.
And you didn't want to name it what it was.
Because it's not that. Because for that, it has to be something completely. That has to be based strictly relationship based, strictly dealing with women and sexuality and things like that. Like that's a whole. Like I planned to do that with one other female, and it was going to be relationship based and a little, girls doing what they doing. Mm-hmm. Like that was my beautiful. So if I go to where I want to go, the hell, I would definitely do that.
Got it.
You know what I mean? But doing this up here with just interviewing people that I like, I'm inspired by. That's what this wall is. This wall is the wall of inspiration. Shit that I
don't see me.
Okay. See? Where's my bottle?
Speaking of bottles.
Go ahead.
So being that I am the cousin that
wait, are you my first or second? Let's get
I'm your first cousin.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
No, see, look at this.
Being
Go ahead,
the
talk
first
your
cousin,
shit.
I always wanted my cousin Corey to.
Don't. All right.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't call him Corey. Cut.
I knew this was gonna happen. See,
I told him to give me a line or a script or something, but this is what he did. So this is what you got.
No.
So
I said, listen. I said, yo, we're having this cookout thing. Would you mind doing the show? You said, oh, you know what? I was thinking about asking you about the show. So I was like, yeah, go ahead. So I was like, this way you could interview me.
Right,
you could
but
grill
you
me.
never said don't call you what I know.
I just said that to Shana when you went up, but I knew that was going to happen anyway.
Okay.
I knew it was going to happen.
So you was ready for it.
I'm ready for it all.
Okay,
so yeah. But
he likes to be called Anthony.
Okay.
I prefer that, but if you do call me Corey, don't worry about it.
All right.
All right. I understand where I'm doing.
old, so I just.
She's not old. She's just acting like she's old. She's not old at all.
I'm gonna show y'all how old I am.
This is a professional.
I wanted my cousin Anthony instead of on this show to bring out the red cup or the bottle. I wanted him to have just a little etiquette. And bring out one of these glasses and pour it in this glass, and then I could sip on it too. But that's what I wanted. I don't think that's a lot because I'm almost 58 years old. So here I am.
You told me that you were good and you had your wine just now. I told everybody this is my bottle. I'm drinking out of it.
But this is.
I have had guests here when I've gone. They've seen me go upstairs, get glasses, get cups. I've been a host to everybody I possibly can. And I'm sorry I'm not a host to my dear, lovely cousin.
You pour me some, please?
What do you want?
I want a little bit of what you drink.
The whiskey?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank
just
you.
A tad bit.
Just a tad bit, not much.
You said you was good, so I'm going to make sure.
There you go.
Oh, that's a tad bit.
That's
a tad bit.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Cheers.
See, this is the perks of having a family full of women.
Yes. He has a family full of women.
Talk to him, Shani.
It's interesting.
Yes. Yeah, because we
he
go
loves
at it.
It a lot. He loves the fact that he grew up with a family full of women.
I mean, it has its benefits. I can't say it doesn't. It has its benefits. But then there's some other benefits that I didn't grow up with, so I can't talk about that. But yes, this is Attention Whores, episode 425. I named it Family Ties because this is my real family here. That's why. And the ties that bond us. It was very simple.
Some of you probably have already seen and met me before.
you've been promoted on my grams and everything. Shawnette's my little. Well, I can't call you my little cousin, but you're the cousin after me.
Okay.
So she's my first cousin, right?
No.
I'm her first
She's
cousin.
the second cousin.
I don't know this math with.
Because I am your first cousin.
Because
Shawnette's
you're
my
my
daughter.
mother's first niece.
Right.
All right. So
But
and
Shawnette's
I'm
my daughter, so that makes her your second cousin.
got it. But she's really my first little cousin to me.
Right.
Because she was right under me.
Right.
You were
Right. And I had to
under me.
take care of her.
You were right under me though. I saw the pictures.
The fuck?
Yeah.
How you mean?
Birthday pictures and all that stuff.
Yeah, I took care of your ass. Nobody else did. You had a blue box connected to you and all that.
That's very
Yeah.
He made sure nothing happened.
Yeah. That's why I scream on people when they come at her and all that shit. I got at my sister when they talk that suicide shit. All that shit. Don't bother me. Yes, I'm talking about it.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Wow.
So, basically, she's my little cousin to me. When she was born, she had issues, and we made sure we took care of her and made sure she was straight. This is the first cousin that used to curse me out when she was like 1 or 2. Well, how old was she when she used to curse me
a
out?
little earlier.
She was before
she was
1.
about 4.
I did
No,
curse
maybe
at people,
4.
but
It
you
was-
know,
she was 4.
I
And she
gotta say-
laughed. She's like, I never cut you off. I used to like horror movies, and I put on horror movies. So now she's like way like. She's like, if a Chucky come out, she got to tell me about it. And I don't give 2 shits about Chucky no more.
But you put her on.
But I put her onto all that shit, and there's a very historic moment in our life where we all went to a movie to watch this movie called Arachnophobia about spiders that kill people. This is early, like 90. And we brought her. I remember what movie theater we was at. We was in Yonkers. I forget the name of the Yonkers spot. And she wouldn't stop fucking laughing at everything. Like, you know how there's a baby in the theater and the baby start crying? She was like that. And she was just laughing at everything. And it was like the scary part. So that's how I knew I had a sick individual.
I do remember that, but I only remember laughing at one specific scene. I don't remember laughing throughout the whole movie. Like, but I exaggerate. Yeah, but I do remember laughing.
No,
at specific scene.
Ask your aunt. No, she laughed throughout the whole. Yes, you wasn't there. It was me, her, Shauna. I don't know if one of the sisters was there, but someone was there, and she kept laughing through the the majority of it.
Through the movie,
yes,
you had something
all
to
the
laugh
little
about.
Jump scares and all that. You was laughing through everything, and I'm like, this girl.
Wow.
And then she cursed me out one time, and she would laugh. She'd be like, "Fuck you!"
Oh, God.
And I'm like, "What did I do? What did I do?
What you create?"
Yeah. So this is my.
I have to say though, I was surprised that even though I did that, I was surprised I didn't do that with anyone else in the family.
You felt comfortable cursing me out,
including my mom. Like, I'm surprised I didn't.
Well, I
curse at my mom
because you know you was gonna get your ass whooped. But I noticed in this family, and this might happen in different families.
She did tell me that. She said you knew who to curse.
Lisa was looking for reasons to whip people ass. What I notice in families is there's always like when it comes to like I guess cousins here, everybody like follows the older one. So like me,
how it is.
I don't know about y'all because I don't know, Danny's older or you older?
I'm older.
Okay. Who?
Tyrone left.
Tyrone is quiet up there, creeping.
He's
on his, he's an ex-mercenary killer, Marine nigga. They're quiet.
They always say, watch the quiet ones.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm the oldest girl as far as Barbara.
Yeah, so you was the favorite, and you was golden, and you was beige and light skinned, so it
right.
And she was the spoiled one.
We're all spoiled. We're all spoiled in this fucking house.
No, but my mom is more spoiled. She's high privileged.
Whoa! Oh, get the sauce. I need this for the rate.
You are high privileged.
I know you ain't talking.
Oh! Come on, DJ Sharky. Come on, DJ Sharky.
the little girl that had some medical issues that felt that everybody should just swamp around her whenever things went wrong. The little girl that had nurses up until she was about 5 years old, 24 hours a day. The little girl that every time she whimpered, somebody ran to her attention. So who's spoiled?
I don't know.
And then as you became an adult, you expected it to go on for the rest of your life.
I mean, yeah. That's not the point, though.
That's not the point we talk about. What's the point? The point is you should have kept what I said. We all spoiled. Shut the fuck up and keep going. We all are spoiled.
Okay, we're all spoiled.
Thank you. God damn it. Jesus Christ, trying to save your ass. When she gets on a ramp, she wants to go. She's high yellow. You know how they go.
Oh my God.
Anyways, I forgot what we talking about right here. Now I'm off the ledger and shit. But I was gonna say before, like I looked up to Troy, and then you looked up to me, and did DJ look up to her? Like honestly, DJ always.
You know what I think DJ did? To be honest with you, I think he watched her to avoid making the mistakes she made. So he looked up to her in some respect, but he also made sure that he didn't do the things that she did that got her in trouble.
You know what it was? You walked a fine line, Dolo. Like, you kind of was like, I ain't know what the right shit to do is, but I don't really need to do that. I don't really need to. Yeah. See, my problem was, as a kid, I was cute. So I was like, oh, I could get away with shit if I'm so cute. So that was my thing. Then high school came and I wasn't cute anymore. I went to puberty and that shit got all screwy. So
I want to say that I think that my cousin was like the cool kid, and I just say
I will always be the cool kid to her. Like honestly, you know, I could do no wrong. Wrong.
He owned comic books, and he was like, and he had like a bunch of Freddy horror movies.
Yeah, so that was cool.
I was a geeky loser ass kid type of. I was in my own world. Like
he drew it. He was an artist.
I am still an artist.
Right.
I just transferred my art into doing music. It's the same thing.
I liked when you started coming out with your rapping and poetry. Whatever it was great, and I still feel that I Don't Want to Go to Bed should have been like a greatest hit somewhere. Yes.
Wow. Well, tell your son that. Because your son acts like it didn't happen, and I put that motherfucker in the studio first. He did his first solo on my song, god damn it. I'm like Soulja Boy. I was the first out here, son. Anyways.
There you go.
Nah, but yeah, I did that. Damn, that's like 20. That's literally, I did that 2000. I think I did that song. And yeah, that
might have been longer than that.
Nah, it was 2000.
You sure?
Because in '99,
that was only 16 years.
How DJ was about 8. He was about 8.
Okay.
Yeah, he was about 8. Peanut Head, yeah, he was about 8. Yeah, I did that. I was like 20. I remember. Okay. It was 2000. Because I Don't Want to Go to Bed was the second solo song I ever recorded.
I still have
by
that
myself.
on my iPod.
You do?
You have the song?
Send it to me. I might need it.
On my iPod?
Send it. Email me anything. If you can email.
How do you get it off the iPod though?
That's what you can't. You can't.
I probably could try to get it on the iPod.
Put it on something. But the first record solo song I've done, like I recorded records in '99, but remember it was with shit. Let me not forget motherfuckers' names. Wasn't Joe rapping? Tanya's Joe.
Oh, okay.
Joe was rapping, and he put me on a couple of his records, and I went to studio. This was in '99. Okay. So in 2000, I remember that's when I started making my own beats and doing stuff. I Don't Want to Go to Bed was my second song that I did by myself.
Right.
The first official song that I ever recorded, even though it has Smarty on the hook, it's still my solo record, is Either I Kill Myself or I'm Gonna Just Die.
I love that song.
That was another song that was good too.
Yeah, but think about this. My first actual song I wrote was How Many Ways Can I Kill Myself?
Wow.
That was the idea of the song. I got it from, just so you don't flip out.
Okay.
I got it from a line that Redman had said. Either 6 million ways to die, choose one. So, you know, he said he choose another one, and he described what he did. So I said, okay, I could write a song about different ways. But of course, I've been suicidal a couple times in my life, so that was
and
like.
You don't mind talking about that on camera?
I'm perfectly fine with talking about anything. It's nothing about me. That's my power. Once you're able to look yourself in the mirror every morning and accept who you are, nobody can say shit about you. Only time is if you allow it. I've allowed
I think
things.
that's a really, really good point he made. Even without the alcohol bottle, because it's deep. If you think about it, Shawnette, like when you have accepted yourself for who you really are,
right.
Nobody can say anything.
Nobody can say
You're
anything.
bulletproof.
You're
bulletproof.
You're not trying to be somebody or trying to be what others want you to be. You're just being who you are.
Now when people say shit about me, I'm like, great. I get to just take that and put it in a song somewhere. I transfer it into energy. So it's like it's not like unless you try to physically harm me or physically harm my family, everything is all talk.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is all talk.
That's so sweet.
It's all talk.
It's true.
It's all talk. I've heard it all. You're talking to a motherfucker that used to was called Booger Boy when he was young and Snot Boy, and had the big focus glass. I've been through it all, so it's like, all right, what you gonna say now?
Wow.
I just use that to add to what I do. You know what I mean? So it's nothing new under the sun, basically. Wow. So yeah, that's my little breakdown part. But how you girls doing? Hey, what's happening? You got anything y'all want to talk about? Say what you like. Make sure Papa's seen.
I just wanted to make sure he was seen.
He's seen. I have to make sure. Let me go and see if we special. Oh, we got a lot of waves. I see a lot of waves. Boom. This is how I do it. A lot of waves.
So what are waves?
That's what we're doing since you're an older individual.
Oh.
What we're doing is what I do is I record everything on my live on
okay.
Instagram, right? So I could take the people that's on the Instagram already, get their attention, right? Then when I shut everything down, I break it down into the video, I edit it, throw out the clips, and then I go through all of it and I put it out. I edit it depending on what it said on, because I've done one video where someone says too much of something about somebody and then after that she was like, yo, take that out.
Okay, I
got
you.
All right,
I got you.
Yeah, because it was a little bit too
much.
Too much. So yeah, I edit it, I go through everything, and then that's it. And then I just annoy niggas all week with clips. And y'all all see it, so fuck it, that's it. You know, I got people telling me, yo, you gotta get your numbers up and stuff. I'm like, this is all me. Like, if it fails, it's all me. That's the one thing that I like to do. If I don't want to really be involved with anybody that's going to cause an issue where I look at it like, damn, you fucked this up. And I didn't need that. Like, I could have fucked up by myself. I don't need any help to be fucked up. I rather, if it fails, let it be on me, because I can deal with that. I can't deal with anybody else messing my shit up. That's not where I'm at. You know what I mean? So I'm building every time I go. Shout out to Lady Ross. I talked to her. I said, yo, I'm having a little family gathering. They're going to interview me. If you want to come through, come through. But she has something else to do. You know, she's promoting her book. We always promote. Beautifully Broken right here. This is the book. Yes, this is her book. I told her I'm dyslexic, so it's hard for me to read it straight through. I need the Audible. Wow. I really need the Audible to get into it. But it's good.
Is this her? Danielle Lee is her?
Yes. Ralina Daniel Lee. I think Daniel Lee is a middle name. And it's basically a kind of novelization of her life from like maybe 20 years or so. Around the early 2000s, the story starts out.
Oh, wow.
Up until recently, I believe.
That's cool. And, you know what I like about stuff like that?
And she's getting a lot of feedback on that.
I'm
it's
sure.
Like she's going a lot of pop-up shots. She's doing a lot. Like
what I like about this is that it's in book form. It's in book form because everybody has a story. Yeah. Right?
Oh, definitely.
Everybody has a story, and everybody could write a book, but everybody don't.
Right.
And when you actually put it together, that says a lot for who you are. Yeah. So I think shout out to her. I commend her
Yes.
for getting it in paper, getting it in book, and getting it
I'm
published.
talking to I'm trying to see what other stories I could get from Uncle Peter, because I really want to do a script depicting Pop's life, parallel to my life.
Nice, Corey.
Parallel to my life.
That
So I'm trying to get as many stories as I can from like when they was running the streets.
You need to get it now.
Yeah, because I know he's up in age with everything. And do it where the difference from how he came up compared to how I came up. I was very baby. Like when you're in a house full of women,
yeah, you're gonna be baby.
You're gonna be babied, and I wasn't the type to like look outside for like a meal. Let me think. I looked up to Uncle Nay. I looked up to Monty. I looked up to Uncle George. A lot of people I looked up to passed away. They all died. And then my father and me never really, we always clashed. We only were like cool when like boxing is on.
Right.
I remember we clicked when boxing is on.
Had things in common.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Little Shop of Horror was our favorite movie. And like he loved a lot of those American fucking Idol shits. He loved that shit. And I'm like, nigga, what you ain't saying? But he loved all that shit. So shout out to this old street mover right here.
My uncle.
Yeah, he's a superstar of the fam. Everybody still talking about that motherfucker right to this day, like he's moving around. So, but yeah, other than that, we clashed a lot. I didn't know why, but then you also gotta understand, like, I was babied and I was under your aunt's wing a lot till I got older. Yeah, once I got older, I started putting shit together. Like, okay, he's not as bad as I've been told.
You became a man, that's all.
Yeah, but yeah, after a while, you just be like, he's not that bad. I mean, he's a dick. Like, let's be honest. My father was a fucking complete asshole.
I disagree.
But wait, let me break it down. Right. I know you're gonna come from a different aspect.
Okay.
To the family, he was definitely a complete asshole. But he was a charming asshole. That's how he got away with it. That's what I'm just learning now. Like, I'm just getting into Charmland. I was never in Charmland. I'm strictly blunt.
Okay, so I agree with Corey only to the perspective where
that's one
I'm sorry.
That's one Corey.
Anthony, only in the perspective that my uncle.
Go ahead, talk about you.
Was a person prior to children, and that's the man I knew. That's the man that I watched and I admired. And
you mean prior to having kids?
Prior to having kids, right. So he had all these nieces that he married into, and nephews. Oh, so he also had a personality and a blessing that he brought to us as his nieces and nephews. So when he started having kids, I guess things started changing, because what happens
he had me late.
Right, and what happens is when you're raising your own children, it puts a different perspective on things as well. And he also got into a situation where he took my family on due to my mother's death. So that put extra stress in the situation. So here you are raising all these kids now that are actually your responsibility. So your whole personality changes. And that's what I saw growing up. And being the oldest in that growing up, I was able to at least say that's what I saw. He was very
harsh with his immediate family compared, and I understand it because I'm similar. I've been, like, there's people there that won't talk to me. I'm pretty fine with that. I understand that, but like, I know what goes on. I hear shit, or I'm used to it. But he was very, like, if he meets a stranger, it's like he met a long lost friend, and I'm the same way. I could spark up a conversation with a stranger right now. You would think we knew each other for 5 years.
There's no emotional ties there.
How?
There's no emotional ties.
Oh, yeah, there's no emotional ties.
Right,
You're
so
right.
You just be like, hey, what's up, man? What's going on? Good to see you,
Hey.
but but you got somebody that you got some heart and emotion with. It's be like, motherfucker, what's wrong with you?
I guess you're right. I guess there's a lot of passion that goes.
I don't
very
really
passionate.
understand. I don't understand that at all. I think that.
I like your
earrings.
I like your nails. Sorry.
I think that you can the longer you live.
Okay.
I've said some fucked up shit to yo. Fucked up shit.
I'm sure you have.
Oh yeah. Some shit that another motherfucker would have.
there.
I know that. I could take it all. Listen, you know where my genetics come from? We are talking about this.
I'm sure you.
I was in my lane right now. You had to throw me off. What was I talking about, Sean?
Why have you said fucked up things, though?
Because I was a spoiled brat ass nigga. Like, if you want me to be honest, I was used to shit, and I've always wanted attention from him, and I never got the attention that I craved from him. That's one of the reasons why I go and get attention from other people. So we had a very hard relationship. Sometimes it was good, sometimes it was sometimes it was bad. Before he passed, we had an argument. He was upstairs. I remember it. We had an argument. I said some foul shit to him, and that was it. And he didn't talk to me till Curtis came. And remember, Curtis comes that week where everything starts. So when Curtis comes, Curtis said, I got to come down here because I don't know the next time I'm going to see him. He already had it in his mind that he might not see his uncle again. So he came down to see him.
Wow.
He came down here, and we started talking only because
Curtis was here.
Curtis was here. It was a buffer, and Curtis was, Curtis from Cali. He came through with the bud. So I'm like, what? So this motherfucker out of nowhere, I'm down here. It's me, Curtis, and Patricia. We have a picture right there by the door that day. I was wearing a burgundy shirt. I remember. And he came down here with an old bag of reefer. Reefer. And he gave it to me. I said, what the fuck is this? This whole time I'm smoking, you're complaining all day. He comes and it's okay. It's fine. Now we have something we can connect on.
Wow.
You feel what I'm saying? That was the last thing he gave to me.
Oh, wow.
After that, I took him to that. Curtis had left 2 days later. Next night, he wasn't feeling good. I took him to what was he getting? Dialysis? I took him to the dialysis shit. Came back. Went to sleep. They said they took him to the emergency, and that's how everything ran after that. He was still.
So was that soon after Curtis left?
It was right after. He got sick while Curtis was here.
Oh.
He got real sick while Curtis. And this is the thing. I'm going into all this. A week or two before this happened, he went away to some sleep apnea shit, right? And when he came back, he was out of it. And his blood got contaminated, and I'm thinking it had something to do with him going over there, whatever the case may be. Because that wasn't the problem before. He'd do his dialysis, be out of it, then a couple of days later, he's spruced back up, you know what I mean? This time, he was out of it, and he was asleep. Out of it and just sleep. So I'm like, all right. And then Curtis was here, and when Curtis was here, he was up and about as much as he could. I remember Curtis sat at the table and talked to him, and I sat with him for a while, and that was it. And then he got sick that next day. Curtis was here, and I think Curtis had to leave the day after, and he wanted to stay, but he had to go. And the day after, everything hit that's when I took him to dialysis. He got the dialysis. That's the first time I went all up in there and seen people. And shout out to one of my boy Keystroy. He's good now, but he was going to dialysis at the same time Pop was going. I seen him in there, and this nigga's my age. So I was like, but he's good now. Shout out to Key. That was it. After I sent him to dialysis, they said something was going on, so they sent him to emergency. When we went to emergency, he was coherent, talking. He was in a little pain. The last thing I did was give him some water, but I had to give him driplets of water because he couldn't get all the water. And last thing he said called me. It was a kid, and he told me to make sure I go to the store for mine, like I keep doing. So that was pretty much it. After that, went home, go to sleep. Mom wakes me up at like 4 in the morning, telling me the whole shit happens. I'm fine.
All right. I just gotta do me too.
I'm fine. I'm just remembering everything.
I know. That's what it is.
And we go there, and that's when the waiting room shit happens and all that. So yeah, and I was a dick to him.
I gotta hug you.
I'm fine. This ain't the first time I cried on the podcast, neither. But
I'm sure you talked about it before, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, family ties.
Let me get a tissue or something. Go ahead, y'all talk some shit.
Yeah. It's my oldest daughter over here.
Yeah.
And we have our ups and downs too. I tell
Yes,
you.
we really do.
She don't think I'm the nicest person in the world either. She talk about me like a dog when she get a chance too.
Yeah.
I think it's all part of life. I think it's all part of growing up. I think it's all part of getting older. And I think life is this big circle. And as I always tell my daughter, just live long enough.
To do what?
And live long enough just to see life and how it sometimes comes full circle.
Yes.
But she's been my A1 from day one, though.
Even though she put you through hell.
Yes.
I got on her about that.
Yes.
I got her. I was like,
Really
I told Lisa, I said, you're a little bit too hard on your daughter. Like, you gotta understand. Yeah, I was like, you gotta understand. She just can't click like that. And when you understand, like, I'm not trying to continue to cry. I'm for the underdogs because I've always been an underdog. So I don't like people getting bullied about shit like that. Like, that's not what I do. So, but yeah, y'all are in a better place than y'all was before.
Yeah, we are. We are.
See what happens when you smoke this weed and you talk that shit? You ain't gonna come out here? He said, nah. I'm not gonna be demasculated on this shit. You're not gonna get me out here.
At DJ's dinner, Adele tried to get him to speak.
Wait, what dinner? What dinner?
It was the dinner that Barbara went to. His
Oh.
Now that we talking about it, where were you?
That was you had. It was only.
I'm not. But still understand. I'm not the invite type. I'm not like the guy that they like. Whoa, we need to get him there. Huh?
Like, I don't know why she came out with that. Like, because
I'm not. Listen.
That DJ's thing was invitation only, and the bridal dinner. We've had that type of dinner is for the people that's in the wedding.
I'm not the best man in the
it's for
so
the people.
Yeah, it's fine. It's
it's
cool.
for the immediate family.
I kind of raised your little brother a little bit, but it's cool.
Wow.
I kind of made sure he knew the steps and shit.
Oh, wow.
I just remember more of you raising Charnette than DJ. But
No. Yeah, I did. But I was overseeing him as a young man.
Yeah, he was. Okay.
So, you know what I mean? It wasn't like, because what other older male figures did he have?
He didn't.
It was me and your uncle. Your uncle was older.
Exactly. You're right.
So,
you're right.
You know what I mean? Him and his cargo shorts.
Yep.
And his fucking side. I'm looking like TJ.
That's exactly how you look right about now.
Yeah, that's how I used to dress all the time. Used to dress like this all the time.
Yep.
And then his best friend is a criminal. So what the fuck? Like, I don't get I was talking about the Filipino boy?
Oh, okay.
Not the new friends.
Oh, the other one.
The other one.
Yeah.
I'm just.
We're not naming names.
We're not naming names.
I caught myself. Y'all didn't catch. Y'all didn't catch.
Oh my God! Here I'm tearing up there talking about criminal shit.
I caught
Jesus
myself.
Christ! I hope I do numbers on this one. God damn it! Oh my God!
I caught myself.
So what else would you like to ask? We've done pop.
Yeah.
We want to ask you how I think about shit, the world or whatever, or how I.
So
see
I like the fact that you you think about, like, you spoke to me in reference to Sharnette, and I'll never forget that, and I thought that was cool because you said you will always be the protector of the underdog because you felt that's what you were.
I'm like that, yeah.
So, but with that, as you have become older, how do you look at that? Do you look at yourself differently, or just knowing that you are the protector of an underdog, or do you think you're still an underdog?
I'm only an underdog if I put myself in that position at this point. Okay. I feel like right now, I mean, underdog in what stature? As far as like musically, how I feel. Like I feel great. I feel like I'm the best version of me, mentally, physically, and I guess you would call spiritually. But just I'm an energist. I believe in energy. Like if I die tomorrow, like nobody likes to say this, but if I die tomorrow, I'm satisfied that I know what I know. So basically, I'm not going to be. You're going to be. The only thing you fear is dying because you don't know what happens. You don't know, and it's a very lonely thing. Like I think when you die, and this is just me, with assumptions. I think I think the last thing that goes through your mind is a lot of regret. Like, why did I end up here? Fear, loneliness, things of that nature. So once you get past that, it's all energy. You live life and then you transfer to something different, whether it's another life form or energy itself, whatever the case may be. So I'm satisfied with that. But as far as like being an underdog pushed me to be better. Being an underdog is the reason why I made beats off of PlayStation and went to beat battles with motherfuckers with NPCs. Like being an underdog was going to shows by myself with not a big crowd and just rocking the stage and getting the props on that. Like that's the best part of being an underdog, just spitting in the face of what motherfuckers say you can't do. You know what I mean? Just going against that. You know what I mean? And that's the best thing you could do. Right now, like, the world is full of underdogs. Actually, now the underdogs and the weirdos kind of run shit in that manner if they understand what they're doing. I was a weirdo back when being a weirdo wasn't popular. Like, when it was, like, shunned upon. Now, the weirder you are, kind of, you could flip that into generating people to follow you and getting buzz and stuff off of that shit like that. So, I mean, it's a balance with it, but like the shit I talked about with, this whole suicide situation, I don't like that. I don't like, because I've been there, so I know what kind of thoughts go through your head. And if you really don't care and you really just like, fuck it, like, that's nothing to play with. So, you know what I mean? And then also I have a mindset where I think like, whoa, fuck that shit. You should be strong enough. You know what I mean? There's a balance to it. Like there's a point where you think like, why is you so weak? You know what I mean? So, and I'm a Pisces, and like I said before, everybody hates Pisces, especially men, Pisces, and February Pisces, whatever the fuck.
I don't know. I don't believe that's a weak move, and the fact for people, anyone that thinks that that's a weak move, it's so insensitive because it's not a weak move at all.
As far as what?
As far as like what you just said, like as far as like how you the side of you that feel like you should be stronger than that, instead of.
I think you have to have a balance. Yes, there's times where you need to, like, I'm very, Lisa knows.
I mean, I get it, but I just don't think it's a weak move is what I'm saying. It's not.
Oh, no, it's not a weak move. It's a thought-out move, but it's all.
It doesn't make you weak. People that do that, it doesn't make them weak, is what I'm saying.
No, I don't.
Well, I don't think it's a weak move. What I have said to you, Sharnette, in our own conversations in reference to it, is that it's an extremely selfish move because, at the time you're just thinking about, oh me, oh my, and there's people around you that love you, and I think that's not being thought about when you want to make a move like that.
Yeah.
That's the way I go with it.
Well, that comes into the selfish part. Because I think when everybody does it, it comes from self, so you're thinking to provide.
Yeah,
so.
I agree with
that. Next on the news. Oh my God, this has been interesting. You got me tearing up on this motherfucker already. Try not to do that. Shit.
family and emotion.
Yeah, Lisa, you gotta understand, Lisa's the heart of this family.
I do want to talk about something.
Go ahead, you can talk about
Are
it.
you sure? You're not going to feel like I'm putting you on blast?
No. But hold on. Say it right after that. Lisa's the heart of the family. My sister.
Yes, she is.
Hello? Hello?
Are y'all recording?
Yes, we are.
Oh, I don't want to intrude.
No, come on. If you want to come
I
on.
can intrude.
Yeah, sure.
And
You
Tyrone?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to listen, you can listen. Listen, Lisa's the heart of the family.
She is.
She's the only reason why someone like my niece right now is intruding to find out what's going on. Because if I was doing this by myself with nobody else, she wouldn't give two shits.
I was coming to say bye.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! Give her a hug.
Oh, let me
Give her a hug. Look at this. The love.
Love you too.
I thought you had already left.
Huh? I was planning on leaving, but then we started playing a game. But now my friends are actually coming to my house, so now I gotta be there before they get there.
Oh, all right. Have fun. Sorry about that.
Down the road. All right.
You know what I'm saying? I thought you was going to the bar.
I am. They
Jesus.
just coming to my house first.
Oh my God. Y'all pre-gaming and gaming. Look at this. Young girl. Jesus Christ, I'm old. She's 24.
Yes, my mom is the heart of the family, and she is also considered the mediator of the family.
She's definitely the mediator because there'd be a lot of situations going on here.
Yes.
And the first person I call is her. I was like, listen, am I wrong? Because I'm about to say this shit right now.
Yeah, me too.
Because I'm about to say this shit. And I don't really care, so... And Lisa be like, I don't think you need to do that right now. Just calm down and relax. And so she's definitely the mediator. And like I was going to say my niece came down, but like I was saying, if anyone else were to come down, it would be, she's the draw. Okay? I'm not the draw of this family at all. Like, she's the draw. She's definitely the draw. Yeah. How do you feel about that? You're pretty much Barbara too.
Yeah.
You're a cooler Barbara too. Nothing away from my mom, but she's not as social like that.
Yes.
Yeah, you're more because you get into
yes.
people's. You're the type you'll be like, so what's going on?
Yeah,
like out of nowhere, you'll do that.
I want to know. Like I want to know what people are thinking and how they're feeling. Yeah.
Which I think is a good thing. Yeah. That's why I always try to get you to do that for certain people, but you know. But I think sometimes she gets tired of being the family mediator.
No, I pick and choose.
Oh, who she wants to mediate against.
Yeah, I pick and choose. And is it worth my time and things like that? Because I'm getting older. I keep telling y'all that. And as you get older, your patience level is not the same. And you have to actually draw lines of what you're going to deal with and what you're not.
How many times you've been here this year in Jersey? Because you've been here at least 6 times.
At least. Please. And I'm telling you, I truly
get a house in fucking Philly or something where it's at least an hour away. Like it makes no sense.
Wonder if I could have made those rides without my husband though.
Oh, definitely. Applaud. Oh no! Listen, this is my y'all do what the fuck I want. Listen, Tyrone.
Because
this is the best companion. Hold on, this is the best companion for my cousin because, like, she's the Elizabeth Teller of our family too.
Hey y'all! Hey poppin'!
Oh,
hey girl!
I didn't leave yet. I just wanted to intrude again.
I like it, girl. I like it.
I couldn't really see y'all from the other window,
so now you can see how it's gonna look.
I decided to come in from this window. You know what I mean? You gonna turn the camera?
Do you want to be seen?
A little bit.
She can't be seen that well, so she
Nobody can see you in the mirror.
She knew that.
I'm here, but I'm not here. I'm a ghost. Oh my gosh.
She left. Why did I do that?
That's cousin and niece TT.
That's TT. Wait, let me make sure I got you in there good, girl. Let me make that. Here we go. All right. I forgot what we were doing now. I forgot.
Oh, you finished saying that, I'm the what you call it, and we just go on to the next thing.
You're definitely immediate in the heart of the family. If anything happens, you're the one to go through. All families, this side, that side, you're always concerned in everything. You're very, very much a people person, a family person. Very much want to make sure everybody's cool. You're not like, I want to, like, if it's an issue, you're not like, what? Nah, you're not like that and nothing like that. And I had a chance to work for this lovely lady at one point.
He did.
I moved to Maryland and I worked doing groundskeeper work.
He was awesome at it too. Like, I wish I could have kept him forever.
I might come back, nigga. I need a nigga job. Get the fuck out of here and get another job. But y'all got cicadas! Cicadas! Cicada season is here!
Actually, they left.
They left?
Yeah, they left.
You know what's funny?
17 years.
Oh, what's funny? The dude that he has a YouTube, K.
I think I need this fan on.
Okay, all right, listen, I ain't want no sound, but yeah.
I'm sorry, it's just...
It's all right. Go ahead, you get the fan on, fuck it.
Yeah.
But somebody, it's funny because someone, yeah, that's good. It's funny because someone just did a video and they said, I just went and got a whole bunch of weed for you, whatever, but that's okay, I keep it for myself. She said, oh, I don't need it, I go on myself. Yeah, but it's cicada season, and you see all the cicadas right outside the window. I started thinking like, oh my God. So, Bussy, this was the situation. So, I moved to Maryland in 2004. At the time, I had no job, no nothing. So I was like, fuck it. She was what's your
property manager?
She's a property manager. She had like what was the place I was working at?
It was what was it?
Sound like Nori and shit.
I don't want to name it. It was a garden style property.
It was like where we used to live out.
Yeah.
It's like Cedar Ridges.
Everybody had the building.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right. And she hired me as a groundskeeper. And I never did groundskeeping at that point, so I had to learn on, and it's basically do everything.
Yeah.
It's basically make sure you cut the grass, you clean everything. So now I'm in Baltimore County. Now, Baltimore City's one thing. Baltimore County's not that far off. So Baltimore County's had some people in there who were quite nasty, and they would fuck with me. And I would clean something up, and they would purposely throw shit back down. And I got to the point where I guess the Bronx came out of me.
Yes,
I said, yo, I said, my nigga, I said, listen, I ain't doing this shit. You gonna keep doing that, bro. Like, it's not going down like that. I had to step to a couple people. Luckily, they didn't cut my head off. And everything was swell after that. It was perfect. Then, she wanted to be like, I gotta go to a whole nother establishment. And she takes me to this spot in the city, and it looked like the fucking Carter, okay, from fucking New Shack City. It's like the Carter. I said, oh hell no, I don't know none of these niggas. It was gated up. I said, no, I ain't working in this motherfucker. And then honestly, I was bored in Maryland. I didn't know, I had no car at that point. And an ex-girl, I definitely ate.
You ate?
And that's when I was super. Was I fat boy back then?
Yep.
I was super fat boy. And my boy Ty was feeding me, cooking me, getting that Virginia own food. Oh man, oh that was the best part. All the girls they were pregnant from like 13 up. I was like, what? Yeah, I swear to God, like all of the women that was out there were pregnant. Were they not?
Yeah.
So I moved back because I got bored with what I was doing. I was just making beats at the house and just going where y'all guys was going. And then I think an ex-girlfriend had called me, and I was like, oh, okay, this is a good enough excuse for me to go back. So I went back to Jersey and got that, whatever the fuck. But yeah, that was a fun time.
Yeah.
But to backtrack, 2004 was 17 years ago. And every 17 years, the fucking cicadas come. And they love Baltimore, Maryland, or whatever the fuck. So listen, I don't know how crazy I sound. I used to hate bugs. All types of bugs. Bees, bugs, centipedes, whatever the fuck. I don't give two shits about any bugs anymore. Because when I moved to Maryland, them niggas scared. It was like locusts.
Yeah,
For real. They be in front of the door. And you'd have to just run and get into the door. People had to come out with raincoats and umbrellas to go to school and go to work.
This year, I saw one of my residents. She had on a bee's hive, like she had.
She had that bee,
and she had on the.
Oh, that's too much.
What is it?
That's
the
too much.
Screen that goes over the.
That's
the
too
hat
much.
Because she was that scared of them.
That's too much.
And they fly in your face. They don't care.
It's hot. It's fucking flaming hot. How hot has it been in Maryland? It had to be 80 or 90.
Actually.
It was 80 and 90
when it was hot, but it was mainly 80s, right? About
That's
80s.
still hot.
Yeah. And they like the heat.
Nigga, these little, they look like
and
scarab
they
beetles.
Sounds, they sound crazy.
Yo, cicadas.
They're gone now.
They're gone? So they was quick? So
yeah, they did exactly in 3 weeks, 3-4 weeks at the moment.
Okay. Yeah. Shit. All right. Give it to me. Give it to me.
So let's talk about why you blocked me on Facebook.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
I don't remember.
You did.
Okay.
And it was after a little altercation we had.
Okay. I blocked her too. And
So
then
you blocked
I blocked her on Instagram. Because of
I
this.
don't like whores. Cats.
Because the whole horse thing. So I blocked her. I was like, I don't need that negative energy.
Oh, so. But you don't remember.
I unblocked her. What happened?
But you don't remember blocking me on it.
No, you might have did some shit that I didn't like. You've done that before.
Well, yeah, but I don't. I remember us having an altercation.
What was the altercation? Tell me the altercation so I can remember.
I think it had something to do with you disrespecting me or something, and I stood up to you.
Did I disrespect you in a manner of disrespecting you, or did I say something that you found disrespectful because I was trying to
protect and be a father?
Because I'm trying to say, listen, I've always told you, better it come from me than anybody else because I care and love for you. Like, I'm not, them niggas out there don't. Okay. Like, so if you want to be mad at me for it, be mad at me for it, but I love you. Them niggas don't. So I'm fine with catching that. There's ones up there that don't fuck with me like that because I'm too straight up and too whatchamacallit. But hey, they gotta learn. So I might have did that. I might have been wrong. If I'm wrong, I own up to it. I'm fine with that. Okay. I'm cool with that. So, but if you want me to unblock you off of Facebook, I will. I don't really remember me blocking you on Facebook, but I block people. I can't lie because in the last 4 or 5 years, I've been blocking a lot of people. Like, I blocked.
I think you should block people if they
deserve
healthy. To be blocked. You know?
Yeah, because it's all energy.
I was expecting to be blocked. I don't like the title of your thing.
It's all attention. Why? Because it's whores. Because it's whores.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this is what I think.
Go ahead.
Can I tell you what I think?
Go ahead. Tell me.
So the word, I know where you're coming from with it. That people have addictions to everything, but the word for me as a female,
as a prostitute,
it's just a woman that carries herself loosely in a sexual way.
Okay.
So that's where I went with it. So although you did give your reasoning behind it, and I do understand it, I'm good with it. But that doesn't stop me from not liking the word.
Okay, I can agree with you.
Yeah, and it wasn't negative because I think what you do here is good. I think it's a great outlet.
I'm not.
You know what I mean?
I'm not degrading anybody.
Okay, right. But
at this time,
but you said that you said you got rid of me on Instagram because you ain't need the negative energy. I wasn't gonna give no negative energy.
Nah, anytime I get her, she was like, "Yo, I don't like the thing."
I would call you though. You would never see me post anything.
No. You're not gonna.
So right, so you would just hear it from me if I got a chance to get your ear.
Yeah.
But I was okay.
But that was early. That was when I first started too.
Right.
And like motherfuckers didn't give me that. Like it's attention whores, because everyone in this society, in this system, they are.
You know,
I mean, not you per se, because you're probably not on the phone like that. The majority of people that are in this system, they wake up every day and they grab their fucking phone. It's natural right now. Like, we're consumed by seeing what other people like, what other people want. It's the shallowest of times.
That's very true.
And I said, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to bring a mirror up to the world and show it what the fuck it is. So that's why I say I could look in the mirror because I know what's behind that. It's me. Yeah. But I'm fine with that. There's niggas on this shit. But they not fine with that.
That's true.
They're not fine with it.
What I like about this show and what I like about there's all kind of topics and everybody agreed to disagree. But what I like about when you think about it, if the name, although for me, I personally don't like, but the name captures. You know what I mean? That names make you want to say, oh shit, what is this about? You know what I mean? And that's what that type of thing is about.
I'm a salesman. Right. I've been a salesman for some time.
So what you did was you used a word that was going to capture your audience.
Now look. If
that
I
may
did this,
not do that as much.
No. Not only in a certain environment this will rock. Right? I know that.
Okay.
I know that. So, but this is me. This is a line I came up with. I'm just like, yo, I like that. So I want to flip it. I'm just that way. So I'm thinking, what's similar to this that's broader to everybody? It can still have sex appeal to it, but still have a broad way of saying, look, this is what we're doing. Everybody's online and everybody's a star now. Back in the day, Michael, you didn't hear from him and do mad interviews. Prince, you didn't hear, man, that mystique meant something. The mystique means nothing now. So I'm like, well, if the mystique means nothing, I'm going to show you who the fuck you really are. Because I'm fine with being who the fuck I really am.
Right.
That's all it is. That's what it is. Okay. Should I put attention? The whores capture. Simple and bold. If I do anything, if I post anything, it will be simple, but bold enough to catch your attention.
And it did. Gotcha.
There you go. Anything else?
Nope, not for me.
Really? That's it?
I'm good.
You good? I'm good. There's nothing else you want to ask me?
No, not really. Anything else you might want to ask me?
How you feeling? How you been?
I've been fine. I think this is really good.
You sauced up.
What?
You're saucy.
A little bit,
yeah. You think the show is fine or just you're fine? I'm trying to get a whole
I think that the show is really good. I think this is a good thing that you're doing, honestly.
A lot of people say that this is like, oh, this is it.
I think this is great.
Well, remember, think about it. You would call me out of the blue. And we've talked about times like sometimes you call when people don't really want to talk. Like we've talked about that. And we've gotten to the point where now I'm like trying to, all right, what's up? So then we'll get to a point where you'll ask me something or you'll be interested in something and I'll break everything down. And my cousin will say, I take the fun out of everything, which I do because I know so much and I'm trying to. It's weird for me to be in an atmosphere where it's hard to converse with people that is that compatible. Like, I need compatibility. So I'll spill everything out to her, and she'll be like, wow.
Yeah.
And I was like, you didn't think...
The famous word.
Yeah. Dead end. Wow. Okay, go.
Yeah, I think I do that to you, too.
Because you're very, like... astonished of how people see certain things.
Yeah.
Well, how do you see things?
It depends on the situation, you know. The situation. That's really what it depends on. It just really depends on the situation.
Okay, well, I'm old and I'm tired now.
So the show's over. I thought she was going to ask me way more shit. But I guess she doesn't give a fuck, folks. I guess she doesn't care.
We need to do this 10 years ago. I'd have had a lot for you.
Oh my God! Look at her. She just left. Oh wait. That's not how we do it.
Oh, how y'all do it?
Well, is that all you want to say?
Yes, that's all I
want
to
sure?
say.
All right. So I know you not have a business, but just say who you are. If anything, people want to know anything about you, not with a stalker.
I'm just gonna say I'm Lisa Dawkins. I gotta be his favorite cousin.
I'm her favorite. I think I am. Am I one of you? I gotta be. Yeah, I'm like her baby. Like she baby me. There's a picture of me on a table in a baby seat.
That's right.
And she's hovering over me.
That's right. Yeah. So that's me. That's Lisa.
Shani,
Oh, so I'm
Oh, 4'8".
I'm his little cousin, but not so
Little
Not
anymore.
so little.
yeah, not so little anymore. I'm sure that some of you already know who I am.
If they seen me,
They see.
Yeah.
I've had her with me, so that's the ride or die.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right,
Thank you.
I thought it was gonna be a little bit more, but hey, I had all types of way I look at the world, relationships stuff, but that didn't get talked about. So great, I
really did want to ask you about your relationship status though, because you've been sort of in and out, and sometimes there's somebody, and then sometimes there's nobody, and then sometimes
back
in the day, and then it comes back again. And I just want to know, are you looking to be with anybody, or maybe get married?
That's
Yeah,
a
I know
great
they
question. Are you looking to have kids, or like what do you want to do?
There was a time where well, I ain't gonna say there was a time. I would like kids, or at least one kid.
Aww.
You know what I mean? But right now I'm not with anybody right now.
Okay.
Am I talking to somebody?
Yeah, are you talking to somebody?
Not really. If you not in the talking mode.
So you're on the market.
Not.
So are you a single man on the market?
I'm not. That sounds so horrish.
Horrish!
Horrish! Oh my God!
So that was different for a guy.
Yeah. He's on the market, y'all.
I don't think they're looking for a market man like me. I'll try. But right now, I'm just being cordial with people. We're talking and just being friendly and shit like that. For what I'm understanding. I'm not in a relationship right now. Right now, I'm more focused on just getting my business good. I've been working hard, trying to get out of here, like trying to move by the end of the year.
That's right.
So I'm just trying to focus on that, and if something comes up,
so
you'll know.
So your plan is still do Georgia?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. I'll be visiting a lot of people in Georgia.
Well, depending on if Rose going out there, but who knows? She said she's going. I don't know. We gonna talk about that online. Listen, Attention Horrors Podcast 425. They gotta take a picture. You ain't going nowhere. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. No. God damn it. God damn it. Let's see how long we've been on this bit, right?